What's going on YouTube? It's your boy JD back with another NBA 2K25 build for you guys. And this is a build, not one that I've made, but I was messing around in the builder and I happened to come across this thing. And I might have just created the most toxic 1v1 guard build that there is in NBA 2K25. I'm going to call it my Shaquille O'Neal build. This build gets a 99 3-point shot, yes, legend shooting badges. It gets contact dunks. It has post moves, gets barbecue chicken takeover. It has elite dribbling, spectacular defense, and a 93 strength on it. If this build is as insane as it looks to you guys, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I think we're going to do some more of these fun types of builds as we begin to move forward. We're already into March and I want to have a little bit more fun on the game. So I'm going to show you guys this build. I'm not even suggesting that you make the build. I just came across it and had to show this one to you. So let's head over to the builder. Check out the Shaquille O'Neal build. Let's go. Alright, so here we are in the builder. How does one go about building a Shaquille O'Neal build? Let's show you guys. We're going to go with a point guard position. We're going to go 6'4" because that's the minimum height that we can go to get the post control that I was looking for when kind of putting this build together. We're going to go ahead and max the weight out at 230 pounds. And for the wingspan, we're going to take it down to 6'4". So yes, we're going to have tiny arms, but we're able to get the strength that we need. We're able to get the post control. We're able to get that 99 3-point shot. Let's go ahead and I'm going to get into the build here. Like I said, this build is a little bit insane. Like I said, I was trying to put together a different type of a build and I just started throwing attributes in some different spots to kind of test things out. And this is what I came up with. So we're going to start down here with the physicals. Again, I do this in all my videos just because they're tied in with all the other badges and everything like that. We're going to go 85 for the speed on this one, and then we're going to go 82 for the agility. You need that 82 agility to get Legend Shifty Shooter, which we will have on this build. For the strength, like I said, we're going to make this a Shaq type of a build, even being 6'4", kind of a mini Zion maybe, if you will. We're going to go 93 on our strength. And then for the vertical, we're going to go ahead and take this thing up to an 80. Being 6'4", I think having a little extra vertical on this build. We're not going to have chase downs on it, but we are going to have a higher block. Having that 80 vertical will help secure some boards, do all that other stuff. So the physicals are going to be very solid, as you can see here. Now, let's get into the fun of this build. We're going to start up here on the finishing side of things. For the close shot, we're going to take this thing all the way up to an 84. Yes, an 84 close shot on a 6'4" build gets a silver paint prodigy. It's going to help you do some stuff down low as far as getting off them quick shots around the hoop. For the driving layup, now we're not going too crazy on the driving layup because I wanted to focus in on some other areas. But we're going to take it to a 75 so we can get that bronze layup mixmaster. We're also going to have bronze physical finisher on this build. If you guys remember my Zion Williamson build I did, it also had a 93 strength with a 75 layup. And even though you only have physical finisher on bronze, because you are so strong and because you're probably going to be getting against some like tiny guards and stuff like that, if we're doing, you know, this more in like a 1v1 scenario, you're going to be able to body them up when you're going to the hoop and getting those layup animations. But the one thing we're not looking for when we get to the hoop, not necessarily the layups, but yes, we are going to have contact dunks on this build. We're going with an 89 driving dunk on this build. You can see that's going to get silver posterizer, Hall of Fame aerial wizard. It's going to get you the contact dunks off of 2. It's going to get you the pro contact dunks off of 1, and access to some very nice, you know, not only the contact animations, the alley-oop contact animations, but a lot of very nice dunk packages in general, which I will show you at the end of the video here. For the standing dunk, we are also going to take this up to a 45. I'm not going to give you rise up on it necessarily, but it will get you access to the under basket 1- and 2-handed dunks on this build, which I think will be important to have, because what we're going to do with our post control is we're going to go ahead and max this thing out at an 87. Yes, we're going to have an 87 post control to go with our close shot, with that 89 driving dunk, with that 87 post control. Because we have that 93 strength, we're going to get hook specialist on silver. We're going to have post powerhouse on gold. We're going to have post up poet on gold, and then I'll show you when we're done with the build here some of the takeovers that we're going to get. This build is going to be a little bit insane, and it's going to be able to play bully ball, like I said, probably mainly in that 1v1 scenario, maybe 2s if you're going to go that route. I don't think it's like a PG you would take necessarily to like the rec or something like that, just because the pass accuracy isn't going to be super high on it, but you could certainly try it out. Moving down into the shooting now, like I said, Chef or a Shaq-Curry type of build's got to have some shooting on it, right? We're going to go ahead and take our 3-point shot up to a 94, and then we are going to use 5 cap breakers here at this point of the game. Once we hit level 40 in this season, you will have 9 total cap breakers. Give or take, most people should have 9. You're going to have 5 from hitting starter 3. And then if you hit level 40 in the last 4 seasons, you can have access to those cap breakers. If you do not, then you might not have the ability to make this build in full. If you are a veteran 2 and you have an additional 5 cap breakers, you could definitely move this thing around. I'm going to show you when we get down into the like the playmaking area where you can make a little tweak to this thing to make it even a little more toxic, I guess. So, but anyway, 5 cap breakers here to give us a 99 3-point shot. That is going to give us all of these shooting badges on legend. 6'3", you don't get the mini marksman necessarily, but like I said, you're going to be primarily going versus a lot of smaller guards on this type of a build anyway. But having all of these shooting badges on legend is going to be a little bit insane. You also have the 84 mid-range shot, which you can see get you post-fade phenom on gold as well. So if you're backing somebody down and you want to do a little post-fade or something like that, you're going to have the ability to do that as well. Again, this build is going to be pretty crazy. Like I said, I don't know if maybe, like I said, if we get this video to maybe 100 likes, I don't know, that's probably a lot of likes for me to ask on a video, but I think you guys could do it. Maybe I'll make this build. We'll test it out. We'll mess around with it. Like I said, it's getting to be that point of the year where we want to have a little bit of fun. Now, moving down into the playmaking area, the pass accuracy is going to take a hit on this build. Why? Because like I said, this is primarily going to be maybe like a 1v1 type of a build, maybe 2s. I can't see it getting into the rec. I don't know if you want to be a PG with a 61 pass accuracy. Maybe you move it up to the shooting guard position or something like that. I don't know. Yet to be determined as that point. Like I said, I'm making it more as like a 1v1. That's kind of how I stumbled across the build. So only going to have 61 on the pass accuracy. For the ball handle, we're going to take this up to an 86, and then we're going to add our other 4 cap breakers, giving us 9 in total to give us a 90 ball handle. That's going to get you ankle assassin on silver. It'll get you handles for days on gold. You'll have legend strong handle on this build, and then unpluckable, we'll have that on silver. Now, like I said, if you are a vet 2, you could definitely tweak some of these other attributes around a little bit, and you could take that ball handle up to a 90 and then add cap breakers there to get that Steve Francis, dribble animation that everybody's looking for. But I think even with a 90 ball handle, you're going to be able to shift around and be able to move and groove enough to definitely get the job done, especially considering all of the other abilities this build is going to have. For our speed with ball, we're going to go ahead and take this up to an 86. That will get us lightning launch on gold. You could use a max +1 if you wanted to put that on Hall of Fame. Or like I said, up here, like the post control, your tier 2s are going to be your post badges. So you could definitely use your other max +1 to put any of those post badges on Hall of Fame if you want to go with your legend shooting badges, which is going to be absolutely insane. So 86 speed with ball for that gold lightning launch on this. So your playmaking is going to be very good. Your shooting is going to be phenomenal. We're going to be able to do some interesting stuff on the finishing side of things. Now, what about the defense? We got to have some defense on a build like this. If I'm going to call it a Shaquille O'Neal build, right? Our interior defense, to make up for a little bit of a lack in block and stuff like that because we have that 93 strength, we're going to go ahead and put this up to an 80 for our interior defense. Now, we do not get paint patroller. You have to be 6'6" or taller to get that, but with an 80 interior defense, I have a feeling that would be pretty crazy against some of them smaller guards that are trying to drive to the hoop if you get them caught underneath the basket and stuff like that. I don't know, you let me know down in the comments. Like I said, this is just mainly a test build. I'm not saying to go ahead and make it, just something I stumbled across and thought I would share with you guys. For the perimeter defense, we're going to go ahead and take this thing up to an 85, which will get us Challenger on silver. It's going to get you on-ball menace on silver. immovable enforcer on gold. Like I said, if you're playing 2s, pick dodger on silver, okay. Off-ball pest on gold, but like I said, primarily maybe a 1s build, whatever. So 85 perimeter defense for the steel. We're going to take this up to a 79. That will get you glove and interceptor both on silver as well. So you're going to be able to get plenty of plucks and stuff on this build. We didn't forget about throwing some steel in there. So 79 for the steel. The block, we're going to take this up to a 60, mainly just because I like nice round numbers, and I think going ahead and moving that block up as high as possible. You guys have seen some other videos of builds that have the shorter arms, but if you put enough block on there and you have that high vertical, I think you're going to be able to get some blocks. I've seen some nice animations that you can get, like on my 6'5 build that I have, the Ray Allen one I showed you guys earlier in the year that has the 99 block on it. Obviously that has shorter arms, does not get the high flying denier either, but because it's so athletic, it does get some block animations, which is very nice. And then on the rebounding, we're going to go ahead and max out the offensive rebound to a 68, and then we're going to take the defensive rebound up to a 70, which will give us silver box out beast, and then we will also have bronze rebound chaser as well. So not only going to be 6'4", you're going to have some high rebounding on this, almost like a Josh Hart, Russell Westbrook type of rebounding on this. But all in all, I mean, look at this build, guys. Like I said, 6'4", those contact dunks, the post control with the gold post moves and everything like that, 99 3-point shot, the ability to, ISO and dribble, be quick with the ball and still play solid defense, having that elite strength. Look at the different takeovers. This is the list of takeovers that you get with this build that are available. So you could go whichever way you wanted to with this build. You could put something like satellite on here and have the deep range bomber takeover. You could put slice on here and upgrade that driving dunk. You could put Midi Maestro on there. You can go so many different ways with this thing. You could put barbecue chicken on here, get the deep post bag takeover ability, have that close shot move up to 91, have a 99 strength and a 94 post control. I think that would be a little wild to try. You get dribble wizard on this one. Just so many different takeover abilities. You could have mirror and have your perimeter defense go up to a plus 15, have a 99 perimeter defense, and essentially be a lockdown defender on top of having all of the other abilities on there. I just thought that the different, not only the badge combinations, the abilities for this build, but the takeovers in general that you could get with it were just so cool that I thought I would show you guys this build. I'm going to go ahead and show you the build name here real quick. You see you get shades of Luka Doncic, Russell Westbrook, and Jalen Suggs. Kind of some interesting comparisons. Maybe like a Luka, Zion, Westbrook, Curry. I don't know how you guys would say that. But the build name's nothing, spectacular. It's a 2-way, 3-level shot creator. Like I said, I'm calling it the Shaquille O'Curry build. I'm going to show you some of the animations and stuff that you could get with this build real quick, and then I'll get you out of here. Alright, so here's just an example of some of the animations that you can get with this. For the purposes of just showing you guys the animation, I did go ahead and move my ball handle up to a 90 just so I could show you all the animations that would be unlocked once you put those 4 cap breakers on there and move that ball handle from an 86 up to a 90. You can see you get access to a lot of very nice dribble animations on there. I'm not saying these are the ones necessarily you would use, but these are some options that you could certainly have with that 90 ball handle. Some of the different animations as far as your shots and everything like that go. For the jump shot, now you don't get the access to having the Patty Mills jump shot in the builder here. If you guys have seen some of my past videos, you certainly could use that Patty Mills jump shot. Or if you wanted to go with the Cam Thomas, that's another popular jump shot for some of these smaller guards. You can see the combination if you throw Oscar and Baluba on there. Obviously AA plus across the board, very nice jump shot. I might suggest using the Patty if you have that unlocked. You could use the same uppers on that, very similar as far as the release speed, the animation blending, and all that go. Now, for the different dunks that you get on this build, I mean, the different dunk combinations that you could get on here, like I said, you get the contacts, the pro contacts off of 2, you get these small contacts off of 2, you get the pro contacts off of 1, you get the athletic hangs off of 1, you get the standing dunks, you would have the standing dunks on this build that I mentioned, and then you get access to some very nice dunk animations, the Anthony Edwards, Vince Carter, Devin Booker, John Morant, to name a few. Malik Monk actually has a pretty sneaky, decent dunk package in here as well. You know, if you're looking for some of those more athletic style dunks, and then all of the different alley-oops, and also the pro contact alley-oops as well. So just showing you guys some different options you guys could have as far as a jump shot and some of the different gameplay animations and stuff like that go. So that's going to do it for the build video, guys. I just wanted to bring this build to you and show you this insane build that I happened to find in the builders. I was in here messing around. Like I said, I'm not even suggesting you make this build. I don't know, maybe if we get some like crazy 100 likes on the video or something like that, maybe I'll make this build. We'll get it to 99. We'll test out some of these crazy takeovers in the 1v1. You let me know down below. Otherwise, I'm going to leave a card here if you guys want to check out some of the other builds, face creations, and stuff we've done here in NBA 2K25. Like I said, I'm going to try to find some unique builds in the builder for you guys. It is March. We're getting towards that time of the year where it's time to have some fun. So before you get out of here, like I said, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.